Okay, in this video, we're going to look at how to make a histogram of all the data in a raster coverage. So histogram is going to show you how frequently you measure a certain value in your data set. And it can be a really powerful way to look at kind of a summary of the values you have in your data set. Unfortunately, arcGIS Pro provides a pretty efficient way to get one of these. So basically, you're just going to go over to your content panel, find the DEM that you want to look at. So in our case, we can uncheck and recheck and see that this is the one we want. Right click on that. And up here, we have create chart. So there's a number of different charts you can create. In our case, we want a histogram. So if we click histogram, the most important thing here is to pick, if you have multiple bands, you need to make sure you pick the right band. In our case, we just have one band, which is elevation, right? So that's, in this case, we can't mess that up because we only have one choice. You can do transformations on this if you want to look at like a log transform of the data. In our case, we're not going to worry about that. A couple things here. So we can make this bigger or smaller in our box here by just dragging this. We can add lines that'll show the mean, the median, and standard deviation for the distribution if that's of interest, or we can turn them off. And we can change the number of bins. So you'll see these bins got wider here when I made them fewer. And if I drag and make a lot more bins, you can see they get narrower and we get more detail. The last thing that I wanted to show here is that you can export this. So if you go to this little box plot thing here, you can export the data as a table, which will give you the bins and the counts, or export it as a graphic. So you can save it so you can pull it into an external source. So that's how you make a histogram of a raster.